Hey guys, Coach Jason here. Today's video is going to be fun, okay? If you're subscribing to my channel, you know already I've got comprehensive, detailed programs for 5K, 10K, half marathon, marathon, all different levels, broken down by the day, by the week, by the month. I've got cross-country training programs for high school and college. I've got a video on mile time trials and how to set the appropriate training paces for everybody. I've got videos on training in extreme weather, training when you're sick, and changes that you need to make, a running specific stretching routine. I've got all different types of routines. So if you're a runner or a coach and you haven't subscribed to this channel is for you. I highly encourage you to subscribe to it and take a look at the videos. And I highly encourage you to click the bell next to it because I do put new videos out every week, a couple a week, and I don't want you missing out on them. I do encourage you to watch the videos, especially the ones that have detailed training programs from beginning to end, so you don't miss any content because they are extremely detailed. They're the most comprehensively detailed videos that I've seen out there, especially on YouTube, and I've got a ton of them. So with that said, I have a question for you. If you were to assemble the greatest American women's cross-country team in history, with past, present runners, who would be on your team? Okay, if you're going to the World Cross Country Championships, who would your lineup be? Okay, I want to show you my lineup into what I think would be the greatest Americans collaboration of female runners, middle distance and distance. When I would put together my squad, I have the 7 starters and 4 alternates who could easily be in the 7. You can easily swap them in and out as well. But here's my list. Okay. All right, and no particular order, but number 1 is Lynn Jennings. She is, if you don't know who Lynn Jennings is, you should look her up. She's the greatest American women's cross-country runner ever. 3-time world cross-country champ, multiple-time USA cross-country champ as well. She is the epitome of cross-country for women. So she's on my team. She was in the 80s and 90s. Okay. Number 2, Shalane Flanagan, multiple NCAA cross-country champ, back-to-back, also a USA cross-country champ, and also a silver medalist at the World Cross-Country Championships as well. Okay, she's also an Olympic medalist, okay, in the 10K. So she's a very decorated runner, one of the best and most consistent American runners of all time, and she's obviously has been the best American marathoner for pretty much the past decade before retiring a few months ago. So she would be on my team as well. Number 3, Dina Drawson, who's now Dina Castor, but again, one of the most decorated, the most consistent American runners from the track all the way to cross country, all the way up to the marathon. Sub 220 marathoner as well. She is another one I would want on my team because of her consistent performances and always being there when we need it the most. Okay. Number 4, Jordan Hasse. You might surprise some people, but she's one of the most consistent American runners of all time. She's also now a 220 marathoner, but she was a 4-time NCAA All-American in cross country, top 3 twice. Okay, she's also a 2-time Foot Locker champion, multiple NCAA titles as well on the track. She was a national high school record holder in the 1500 for quite some time. Made the Olympic trials in high school, so her consistency from the track to the cross-country course, to the roads, is remarkable. And she's one of those people who I'd want on my team who would always be there, okay? Always be there in the top 5, just doing it. Number 5, Shelby Houlihan, current runner. She's part of the Bowerman Track Club. She is the American record holder in the 1,500 meters and 5,000 meters, about a 3:54, 1,500, and I think a 14:35 or 14:34 for 5K. I personally think she's going to be the first American woman in the 1420s and the first one under 30 minutes for the 10K. I do think when it's all said and done, she's going to be the greatest American distance runner of all time. Another reason I like her is because she has range. Sub 2-minute half American record holder in the 1,500, also an NCAA All-American in cross country, as well as the USA cross country champion for 10K. So her range is ridiculous, okay? And if I was assembling a cross-country team, I'd want at least 1 or 2 middle-distance runners who have range on my team. Versatile runners like Shelby Houlihan. So there's no way I would not have her on my cross-country team, okay? Number 6, Susie Faber Hamilton, another middle distance runner with range. Okay, she was obviously multiple Olympian in the multiple times Olympian in the 1500 meters. She was an American record holder for a while. She was also a 4-time NCAA cross country All-American, and she was a top 5 finisher at the World Cross Country Championships. So she's another one I would want on my team. Okay, and then number 7, Kara Goucher, multiple times the NCAA champion track and cross country, NCAA cross country champion, 225 marathoner, was a sub 67-minute half marathoner, and now she's going up to the trails. But she was always one that was there when you needed it the most as well. A consistent performer, okay, world championship medalist as well. So she's a very decorated runner, but she's one of the top American distance runners of all time. Okay, now let's go to my alternates who could easily be put in this list as well. Courtney Frerichs is one of Shelby Houlihan's training partners with the Bowerman Babes, so Bowerman Track Club. She's an American record holder in a 3,000 meter steeple. Also has range. Was an All-American cross country and NCAA level, and she was part of that historic New Mexico championship team a couple of years ago. She's also a portrait of consistency in cross country at the USATF level. She's been a top 5 finisher for the past 3 or 4 years, and has qualified for World Cross Country Championships as well. Okay, so she has range from the mile all the way up to the 10K, and she's a remarkably consistent performer, tough as nails. I'd want her on my team. Number 9, Molly Huddle, again one of the most consistent and the most decorated American runners of all time. She's close to a 220 marathoner. She was also a 4-time NCAA cross country All-American. She was an NCAA All-American several times on the track as well at the University of Notre Dame. I think she might still have the University of Notre Dame 5K record as well. Great half marathoner. She also has the American record for the 10K, which she set at the Rio Olympics during that ridiculous race where the world record was set. She's about a 30-13 half for the 10K, and again, remarkably consistent. Somebody who I'd want on my team. Number 10, Emily Sisson, who was actually Molly Huddle's training partner, ran for Providence. Also multiple All-American in track and cross country. Was an NCAA champ in the 3K and 5K, and can step it up because she has stepped it up for not only cross country but for the half marathon and the marathon. And she's close to running 220 now, and she's just run 1 or 2 marathons. So she's transitioned very nicely upward. So she's another one that has extremely good range. Okay, and the last one, Carrie Tollefson, another one of the most decorated women in American middle distance running history. Is also an NCAA All-American multiple times and an NCAA cross-country champ. Okay, so was a national level and international level runner for the 1500, the 5K to 3K, as well as cross-country as well. So she's my third, essentially a middle distance type runner who I would have as an option on this team. I do think Houlihan will eventually be transitioned upward a little bit from middle distance to distance, but her range just reminds me of Saeed Owita or Alan Webb. Very few people that I know that can, she's a sub 2-minute half miler, and in a cross country champ, USA cross country champ. So her range is just at those levels as well. I don't know about you guys, but if I looked at and I saw a bunch of USA jerseys and I saw this lineup staring at me, I'd be pretty afraid. Okay, I would put this team up against anybody, any team, Kenya, Ethiopia, any team in the world, and I think they would do extremely well. I think they would podium finish at the World Cross Country Championships. That's my take. Let me know what you think. If you think I'm missing somebody or I should have somebody else on here, please put it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. My next video is going to be the men's team. Okay, my all-time greatest U.S. men's team. So if you haven't subscribed, please click that subscribe button and click the bell next to it so that you know when that men's team comes out. It'll be out in a day or two. All right? And I hope you enjoy the other videos, and please leave some comments on the other videos if you have insights. As a 20-year former competitive runner and a coach, I want to share as much knowledge as I can with you, but I also want to do fun stuff like this as well. So this kind of spices things up a little bit too. So let me know what you think. Happy holidays. Train well. Be healthy. Talk to you next time.